Oh, okay, guys, so I'm bringing you the real life here, so just ignore the grunting and stuff, but we're gonna get underneath and look here at this tire.
Hello friends, I am Kristen and this is Wendy. My husband is John and he is a travel nurse. I've got 3 kiddos, you probably hear them in the background, and a dog, and we travel the country following John's travel nurse jobs all over the place. We're so glad that you're here. So Wendy has been experiencing some problems for a couple of months now. We've kind of alluded to it, but we haven't really gone into exactly what is wrong with her or what was wrong with her. Everything is fixed now, which is fantastic. And in this episode, we're going to show you what happened, what was wrong with her, and just fill you in on what's been going on in La Casa de Farnsworth. On Tuesday, we're going to show you exactly what got fixed, and we're going to explain how our extended warranty worked out and whether or not an extended warranty is good or maybe not so good for you to purchase in advance. And then next week, we are going to take you with us to Tucson, which is where we hung out for most of the week while Wendy was getting her repairs. So I'm going to let John give you the tour of the things that were wrong because he kind of knows a little more than I do about the subject.
Hey guys, I know everyone's been anxiously awaiting to hear, what all has been going on with Wendy. There's 3 things right now that we're having fixed. And I just wanted to briefly, before we take her in, show you while it's still out here and broken. So starting off behind me, you can see there's the bed, the dining room area, the main living room slide is right there. And then right here, this is the kids' bedroom slide. It's a little tight. Let me show you why. See this cable right here? There's 4 of them. One on the top, one on the bottom on each side. So when we go up this way, there's the leftover on this side. So yeah, it just broke. It's the same on the other side too. Clean off. Keep going. Okay, back in. Go back in. All right, that's good, that's good. Needless to say, it's been a little hair raising whenever we have to take the slides in and out. I don't ever want to do that again. So the inside here, yeah, the kids are living like the Airstream life right now. Let me show you. It's been like this for them for, oh gosh, almost since we moved to Phoenix. Because one of the cables snapped early on.
We're pretty sure that we just popped a cable on the kids' slide.
See if you can, okay, stop for a second.
Okay.
See if you can bring it back in.
Okay.
Okay, stop.
Should we just pull it in and leave it in?
I mean, you're pulling it in now, so we can probably leave it right where it's at.
Okay.
It'll be okay tonight, but let me see. Let me get back out there again. I'm not really sure.
Did you see a cable snap?
I heard something pop.
Well, I did too, but then see the curtains, they fell off there, and the table slid, and it makes that noise when that happens.
And then we had 2 cables, and we've been kind of keeping it tight like this. And you guys have seen some of our tour videos. If you haven't, check it out up there. But there's the window. It's not even halfway past the window. So this is a really tight room for them right now, which you might imagine gets really, really messy. I mean, honestly, aside from this next issue, that's probably the one I'm looking forward to being fixed the most right now. Behind me now, this is the kicker. This right here, that's what's been keeping us stuck out in the desert for a while. The first person to notice this, I think, was Garrett from Diary of a Family. And we had just left the Saddle Mountain BLM area out near Tonopah, Arizona. And he texted, he was following behind us, driving to, run errands or something. He's like, hey, it looks like Wendy's leaning a little bit to the right. And we're like, really? We don't notice anything. So, yeah, we
went all the way to Oregon Pipe.
We went all the way to Oregon Pipe. I think what had happened is something was bent then, And then by the time we were in Oregon Pipe, it bent further and then finally broke after getting back to Arizona out by the last BLM where we were at in like Morriston area.
There was one incident as we were leaving the BLM where we thought we hit something.
Yeah, that's true.
There was nothing in the road. There wasn't any major dips or ruts. And so you stopped and you like looked
out.
around.
Yeah, because I thought he had backed over something because there was a clang.
Yeah, and he was like, "No, we didn't hit anything. There's nothing here, you know." It's definitely like a little cliff, like a little ledge right here.
Yeah. Oh, look,
not drivable. Use those backup skills. I don't think we ran into something, but it did make a really weird noise.
Weird. There's nothing behind us.
Yeah, I think it just stopped and it kind of made a noise. I think we might have added a few Arizona pinstripes to the side. Maybe we can buff them out later. We'll see.
Maybe a little more than a few.
Maybe. So we went on our merry way, and then when we got back to our little spot that we like in state trust land, John got up underneath it and he was like, "Oh,
that's what's wrong." Let's show you. Okay, right off the bat, you can probably tell here that something's not right. These are the load equalization axles. They're normally this far apart. This is normal for Wendy, but usually the tires are farther down. You know, there's some separation in between the wells here. Also, how it looks different. This one's packed up in there and that one's not. Oh, okay, guys, so I'm bringing you the real life here, so just ignore the grunting and stuff, but we're gonna get underneath and look here at this tire that is obviously pushed way up. So you can see the brackets back here as my finger moves out of the way, where it's attached and how there's some space. You know, it's still tilted up. That front axle is tilted up more, but let me show you this. This bracket is one of these back here, and it has totally come off. This looks a lot like rust, guys. There is probably some rust there, but it's also the red dirt that we're driving on all over the place. But this bracket has come completely loose, which has just shoved this all up against there, so it's just resting on the leaf springs, which are all gonna get fixed, and they're gonna redo this whole bracket, take it down, re-weld it all to fix it, which that's why I don't want to drive it anywhere. That's why I was upset to leave our other spot last time. So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Well, this has been an interesting day. In the state of Arizona, it's actually legal to ride inside the travel trailer while driving, as long as you have communication. Now, would we ever really do this? No, not really. But we're going less than a half a mile right now, and the kids think it's pretty darn cute. Cool. The kids think it's really cool. So they've got a walkie, we've got a walkie. We're about to move Wendy maybe half a mile down the road, and they're gonna have a little adventure.
Actually, we're riding in this trailer with Dad driving.
I know, isn't that crazy? You guys okay in there?
Perfect.
Kind of reminds me of like riding in the back of a pickup. All right, you guys ready?
Yep, go.
Okay, here we go. We made it, Smooch. Okay. Do you need a drink? Let's go. Instead of packing all of this stuff up, I'm going to ride inside and hold it. So I'm also really praying that the slide doesn't just roll out, because we're still waiting on parts to come in. They're supposed to come in next week. All the sounds and things that normally probably happen, you just don't ever hear them, are kind of scary. Hey, handsome!
Hey, Mom.
Well, we made it, and now I get to go help set up camp all over again and then take care of this mess. One thing that I will add that we didn't show you the before of is that we were dealing with, like, we were basically living in a cave for a long time. If you recall in our 1 year wrap-up video where we talked about like all the things that happened in the first year, the things we needed to fix, You'll notice that we included the lights. 50% of our lights are doing this, which makes it very dark in here.
We talked to some repair folks, and they think it's just because they're going bad.
Which we were surprised because we had a brand new rig, and they said that that's actually very common.
Yeah.
And they're LED lights, which is weird because they should last for a long time.
Yeah, LEDs are supposed to last forever.
Well, since then, almost every single light in our RV had started flickering. By the time we turned it in, we had 12 lights that needed to be replaced. And so you can imagine at night, it was pretty dark. And it's not just because we were boondocking, it's because we didn't have lights. So those have all been fixed now, and they've been replaced with a different type of light, which actually makes the rig feel so much lighter and cleaner at night when those lights are on. And I could not be more happy with that. Of course, there's always some extra little nuances that probably could be fixed that we just didn't include. And for those, we can fix those on our own or take it back in the future if we need to. Whoops.
Well, part of it's because there's so much dirt.
Oh, that's bad. Desert life.
Hashtag desert life.
One X truck is not enough if you're on a hill. Ask us how we know. Proof that it does rain in the desert, and it's raining a lot right now, and we're currently boondocking and kind of in a soupy pit. Did you get it?
Yeah, I mean, as best as I could.
Is the awning coming in okay?
Oh yeah.
I really thought it was gonna rip off. I want to get a video of the soupy pit. I guess it is. Oh my gosh, the Nerf. Yeah, you can't see it.
The Nerf bullets are floating away.
Yeah, they're floating. Oh my gosh, they really are. They're floating away. We just arrived at Saddle Mountain about 30 minutes ago, and we've been making all the introductions around, and now we're ready to set up the rig, and it's dark out, and I came inside to help get it all set up, and this is what I found. Apparently what had happened is we have this Velcro strap up on our dishes cabinet, and in there houses our dishes, our silverware, usually our French press, which is now stainless steel, thank goodness, cups, just a lot of glass. And I don't know why we still have glass, but you know, 2 years, almost 2 years, and we haven't had this incident until now. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're an RVer, you know that things are gonna happen and go wrong in your RV, and it's all about your mindset. When you have something go wrong, make sure you check that mindset. And in our case, we decided to plan something fun and go to Tucson while it was being fixed. It's gorgeous out here. We are staying out in the desert. We have gone back to some state trust land out here in a different location. Actually, frankly, boondocking right now in this environment of like the whole COVID-19 scare is awesome because we are away from people. We've gotten our grocery shopping done. If you haven't seen our coronavirus video, you can check it out up here. It goes into full explanation of how we're handling it, especially from a travel nurse, an ICU travel nurse perspective, and from an RV family's perspective. So you can check that video out up here and look for an updated one, because I think we're going to have an updated one coming out maybe next week or the week after, especially as the virus continues to spread, and just like our perspective of it, and being in between contracts soon. This contract ends in about 4 weeks, and we will be heading off to a new location, which we hope to announce soon. But with that comes a little bit of difficulties in traveling in a climate where everything is canceled and people are freaked out about going anywhere or traveling anywhere. So we will be doing an updated video, so look for that coming soon. Okay guys, stay healthy and we'll see you out there.